लायंस टॉक शो के स्पॉन्सर को हम तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करते हैं। Lions Club International District 322F presents the Lions Talk Show, an initiative taken by Lions Club of Blazing Aces, supported by Dream Studio, concept by MJF Lion, Arihant Rakhecha.
Hello viewers, we are back with you once again with another exciting episode of the Lions Talk Show. Today we have with us a very special guest for whom I would like to say two lines. It's a well-known saying that a good education is the foundation of a better future. Today we have with us a special guest who has been a revolutionary in the field of education in the entire North Bengal region. We welcome the founder, director and the principal of Bright Academy, Shri Sandeep Ghosalji. Not only this, he has been associated with many other social organizations like Rotary and served as the president of Rotary Club of Midtown and Rotary Club of Metropolitan. Also served as the president and vice president of Marwadi Yuva Manch Siliguri. He served as the secretary of Anuvrat Samiti in the year 2018-20 and also a member of Terapanth Yuvak Parishad, Himalayan Nature and Adventure Foundation, and also a member of business organization like Ashokam and Indian Chamber of Commerce. So, viewers, let's welcome Shri Sandeep Ghosalji to the Lions Talk Show. So, we welcome you to our show.
Thank you.
An inspirational journey you have had. Please share with us how a person from automobile sector ended up building chains of school.
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me to your show. The journey started way back in '95, just after giving my class 10 ICC board. I was sitting idle at my home. So, some of my seniors, we used to stay in a big building apartment. So the seniors were taking private tuitions. So my mother also insisted, why don't you also start off with taking tuition instead of sitting idle? So initially I told nahi, mere se nahi hoga, it is not my thing, because I was not good in academics and I was a school student. But my mother insisted, so I started taking tuition. So those jo bagal mein jo neighbors the, I went to their home and I told auntie, मैं बच्चों को पढ़ाना चाहता हूँ. You continue with your old tutor, but this would be a guidance, as a big brother.
Yes.
So I could not vouch the responsibility. By chance अगर मैं कहीं stuck हो गया, तो I don't want to play with the futures of the children. So I started taking tuition, and this continued for a few years, 2, 3, 4 years. And the children were also very happy. Parents were also happy. I was lucky enough, they liked my way of teaching and all. Then I started going outside also from my home. Initially I started in my own building, जहाँ पे जो flats थे owners थे उनके बच्चों को मैं पढ़ाता था. Then I started going out for private tuitions. After doing the tuitions for so many years, and meanwhile I completed my graduation also. Then I thought, why don't I join a school? So once you are a school tutor, automatically your stability will be there. You'll get more tuitions also. So I went to apply few schools, but they insisted for a B.Ed degree. And when I went to pursue my B.Ed degree, they wanted an experience. So I was not able to get a breakthrough in any of these schools. Then I thought, why don't I do something on my own? Then because basically I was a private tutor, so we were engaged in the evening hours. So mornings were free. So I started my school way back in 2004 as a franchisee of Kidsy School in the name of Bright Academy. So that is how I started my education career. And then after starting the school initially for 2-3 years, the response was not very good, but still it was, you can say, satisfying.
You still managed it?
Yeah, because I was having a dual source of revenue. Early in the morning we were running the school, in the second half year
we have also heard that you didn't have that much of funding to start a school, so you just borrowed some money and then you started this chain of
actually,
school.
basically we are from a business background family.
Yes.
So education was never a cup of our tea. My father also always insisted, why don't you join your traditional automobile business? But I had a passion कि school में अच्छा करने, the respect which you are getting in tuitions and all. I thought we should do something for the children also.
Yes.
So initially when I took the franchisee, they wanted a franchisee fee. So that franchisee fee I borrowed for my father, and then you have to pay an additional rent also for these schools. So I started giving more tuitions, and from the same premises we started with the school also, as well as coaching classes also. I shifted my coaching center to my school premises so that the rent could be curtailed down.
Yes.
So initially the response was not very good, but it was anyway satisfying. So after a span of 3 years, we reached a strength of 100 students. So this was something which gave us a moral confidence also, like we can do something good for the society.
Yes.
Then after a few years, we came here for the branch in Khalpada. That was also a good success. And today we have a strength of around 300 children in Khalpada.
Okay.
And we are catering to around 500 plus children in our Punjabi Pada branch. After that, with the success, we always wanted to expand outside Siliguri. So we took the risk and we started operations in Kolkata.
Yes.
We had 2 centers, one is in Salt Lake and the other is in Dum Dum. But due to some issues, because maybe the market is very vast and you need a good investment.
Yes.
So we could not do well in Kolkata, so we have to shut down these 2 centers. Now we have another center which is in Jyotinagar and one is in Jalpaiguri. And very soon we are coming up with in Mongpu also. So as of now we are catering to a strength of around 1,000 children.
It's a household brand name, Bright Academy, and every parents they desire their children to be studying in this brand of school, and we also know that it is doing a very good in our Siliguri town as well. So that's a great story that we heard from Sri Sandeep Gosalji. What has changed in the education system since you started back in 17 years and now? And what are your plans for Bright Academy?
A lot has changed since we started way back in 2004. Now the studies has from class from chalk it has started to digital learning, and from rote learning it has started to practical experiment learning. So we try to change with the technology and with the expectations of the parent. We have been taking the children for a lot of field trips.
Yes.
To give them a practical experience. We have taken them to outside Siliguri for so many VVIP visit, which was never possible, and I can assure you none of the schools in this part of the country has taken such initiative. We are honored, we took our children to Rashtrapati Bhavan twice, and we also took our children to Prime Minister's house for the Raksha Bandhan celebration and Children's Day celebration. So this is something which has been a positive. You can say the children get a lot of exposure. That is very, very important. And the children are invited for so many activities. Like in Kanchenjunga Stadium, I remember whenever there is a whenever there is a football tournament, the children are invited to escort the players. So this is something a big achievement, and parents are also happy with this sort of exposure.
Right, only education doesn't matter, but overall development and overall growth of the children also matters.
Yeah, beyond the classroom, that is very, very important. Because in a school, the children are there for 2.5 hours. Especially the age group which we are catering, we cater to playgroup to. Initially we started from playgroup to standard KG. Then gradually we increased it 1 class, and then now we are serving to students up to standard 5 in a Punjabi Pada branch. And I am very happy to know gradually the number of children are increasing. The parents have got a high expectation, and they want the Bright Academy to come up to high school. So this is something our future plans also. We have been trying since so many years. But maybe we are not successful as of now. But in days ahead, we are trying our best, and we are trying and committed to give a good institution to Siliguri, wherein it would be a quality education will always be there, and affordable education. Because nowadays always the parents are in a dilemma to put their what to which school. Some of the schools are very costly. In some of the schools, it is only academic concentrated. They don't have any activities.
Right.
And some of the schools, they have only the activities and academic part. They have.
So you have to make a balance of both.
Yeah. So we are very happy. Our parents are satisfied with the quality of education and the system which we are following.
Right.
We have a blended learning. We provide them with education, whatever is required, and along with them the practical playway method, giving them practical experience. Field trips are there. Regular celebrations and events. Festivals of national importance are there, be it Diwali, Holi, so many events.
Onam, yeah. This is also a way of learning.
Yeah, the children, the traditional, they should always be in touch with their tradition. Be it Father's Day, Mother's Day, Grandparents' Day. We celebrate all the event with you can say great
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, that is more important. And the active participation of parent is also very, very important. They also provide us with the support. That is very, very important. Without the support of the parent, it will never be possible. So the parents play a vital role in the success of the school. We as a school management, our teachers do their best, but it is something it has to be complemented from the parent side also. So till date, we are very happy that our parents have supported us, and we expect they will do.
Keep supporting
Yeah,
you.
that is very, very important.
Right.
With technology taking over the education system as well, what are your views on the introduction of online and virtual classes during this pandemic time? Is it a blessing in disguise, or do you think otherwise?
I think it is blessings in disguise. Initially, everybody has a concept like we should keep the children away from the mobile phone. But now I believe the technology has played a vital role in completing the entire academic session 2020-2021. Otherwise, it would have to be declared a 0 year. If you see the infrastructure with the government schools are not well equipped. Even the private schools were also not well equipped. And the age group for which we are catering, there was always a hurdle whether the children will be able to cope up or not. So I can confidently say, like when the pandemic started in March, and we had to start up the academic session anyway online. Initially, there were some hurdles. The acceptance was not more. The people were like hesitate to do it. Especially so many of the children, they dropped out. But gradually, the parent, they thought, lockdown or kitne din chalega, we have to do something. So now, after a few months, gradually the number of admissions started increasing, and our teachers also, they adapted to the call of the time, and they did pretty well. So this was actually very, very important. Now the technology is playing a vital important role. The connection is always there. Initially, when the classes were having physical in the room, in the school, the connectivity, as soon as the children they go home, the connectivity was not there. Now with the technology, you have got the school app. So parents are always connected with the school. For any sort of communication, they need not to come to school physically or give a call. They can straight away write a note or put a remark in the app, and then it is easily communicated. So this is something technology has played a very, very important role. Now screening time is an issue. We know that screening of a longer duration screening is an issue, but this is actually everybody is helpless.
Right.
So we also tried, and like we were having the classes on alternative days for small children, for playgroup and nursery. It was having on alternative days. The teachers used to record lesson, and we used to share it with the parents through the WhatsApp and the school app, so that the parent can go through the YouTube links and all, and they can make the children learn. This is something we know, that the physical classes are very, very important. This cannot take away what is being provided online classes, but somehow it has helped us to overcome this crisis,
Right.
which is very, very important. And I think so, like there are so many parents or the schools which are in the like suburbs areas, wherein like they cannot send their children. Be like suppose a tea garden. If you decide with schools which are the parents which are staying in tea garden area, they want to have quality education of any reputed school, like be it Bright Academy or some other school. So now they have got an option, and we are not going to discontinue with this mode of learning.
Okay.
What we are planning, like we are planning to continue with it. So we'll have a dual option: those who stay nearby, those who want to come to school physically once the school opens. After the government guideline. So this will continue. In addition to that, those children who are staying far away from Siliguri, those who are not able to, wherein we are not able to go and provide our services, we are going to continue with the online classes. Yes, so this is something, a boon, and this will also add on to our source of revenue also.
Yes, this will definitely help the parents and the children, those who are not able to take the education, those are not able to travel, so they'll be
yes, so that is very, very important. So many schools, after the pandemic, there has been a huge loss and dropout of the students also. So I think so many schools will also have started. I have seen few articles in the national dailies, like schools have shut down because it becomes very difficult, because most of the preschools and the nursery schools, they run on a rented property.
Right.
The rentals are very, very high, so it is not possible for them to continue for a longer duration. So I believe so many of the classes, so many schools will convert themselves to online platforms so that the cost is curtailed. So this is something, let's see, the acceptance is more important. So gradually people will have to accept it.
You have also been associated with many other social organizations. So how has this social organization, your social work, helped the society in developing their children? What are your views on that?
Yeah, I'm associated with few organizations, be it like Marwadi Humans, Rotary Club, Rotaract. We try to do a lot of good for the society. And in terms, like when you're doing something good for the society, you get the returns also.
Right.
So I have learned a lot through my Rotary movement. I have joined Rotaract way back in '99. So when I was a very shy sort of guy, but doing and getting associated with Rotaract events and projects, I gained a lot of experience which I'm trying to utilize in my day-to-day life. So this is very, very important. And like, see, when you do something good for the society, you need to give it back to the society. That is because society has given us a lot.
Yes.
So you also need to do something. So we always, at the Bright Academy, we always try to do something. So we, as a commitment, we try to help so many projects for different societies. So this is, and our commitment will always be there. Be it like we have helped these societies. I personally went to Kashmir during the flood
Okay.
as a member of Marwadi Manch, and Bright Academy has contributed a financial assistance. We collected finance contributions from a parent and we donated. And then we do a lot of like, we have been, our teachers have been donating blood in various organizations. Then we have done a lot of CSR activities with Young India Roundtable in this related, like Save Girl campaign.
Yes.
So these are the things which we have been doing around the year. So whenever we get an opportunity, we do try to do something for the society as and when required.
So viewers, this was Shri Sandeep Ghosalji, founder, director and principal of Bright Academy chain of schools, who has shared his thoughts on the education system in today's time and how it has helped the children to have a good growth in their life. And we have come to know about all the details of the working of Bright Academy in this pandemic time, the virtual classes, the online classes, how it has helped the children and parents. So friends, do like, share and comment on our page. For any inquiries regarding Bright Academy, any inquiries regarding your children's future for studies, you can surely contact us. You can comment on the our Facebook page. We'll surely get back to you. So we would like to once again thanks Shri Sandeep Ghosalji for taking out his valuable time and coming to our Lions Talk Show.
Thank you so much.
So friends, stay tuned and do wait for another exciting episode of the Lions Talk Show. Take care.